Hey, have you ever read the book of the Misfits?
Well, yeah, I once read it, but I don't know if I still remember much of it.
Well, maybe we can talk about it.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you remember which is the author? I think it was Lisa G, no?
Yeah. At least she was the author.
Yes.
Actually, she makes really good books, but I think the most good book out of all, it's the Misfits.
Yes. This book of the Misfits, a royal conjuring. It's very humorous and interesting because it seems like she mixes many things like humor, action, and maybe real life situations.
Yeah, it also make us like have connections with the characters. Like they make a scenario where people of the real life could be, and makes that's something special that makes the author have connection with its readers.
Yeah, for example, Olive. She's the main character and she seems to be invisible at first. She wants to pass announcing to the people, but then she has the opportunity to go to a new school named Rash Reforming Arts School that she will learn new skills and she will learn to live in a better way.
Yeah, that could also be like that could oh wait like sorry that could also be like something that could connect with someone like people who are going through something with a similar like I don't know people who's gotten sent to boarding school. Those people can identify that a person is living the same thing as they are doing, and it's always not so bad as they think that it is. Maybe they can look the good side of it.
Yes, I think some people in my school that have changed. It improved their how they have been treated during the time. But yes, when Olive changed of school, she knows new friends like Phil, James, Iggy, and Zell, and they make a very good group. And you can identify like in school that when you change, you create new friends, and this makes you feel included in a good way. What do you think?
But yeah, I think that having friends like you identify with or have like common interest, it's a good thing. Now you.
What do you think?
Well, it's mostly important to have people you connect with, like friends, because then that way friends can help you reach like things you can't normally accomplish. Like friends can help you, I don't know, reach a goal you're looking forward to.
Oh, just like the Misfits help Olive and the Academy to trap the thief.
Yeah, just like that one.
Yes, I think it's very interesting how each person in the group have a different role and a different backstory. That they go there. That's a school that helps to improve your skills. Some skills that you don't normally do. So I think it's very interesting how Lisa G developed these characters and these abilities of each character, making it a group that can. Yeah, well, I think that Lisa G did a great job making how all these with a different backstory come to Rush to develop new skills because Rush is a school that develops some skills you normally don't do. So I think it's really great how they develop each character and in a humorous way and how they're improving as a team until they become the Misfits as the group name is called. Also, I think it's really important how the group was joining and as you say the friends make you achieve some goals and the main goal was to trap this thief and together they could do it. What do you think?
Well, although the book was really funny, the only thing I didn't like is the use of humor and diverse parts where they shouldn't have done like those funny jokes or I don't know. And I also didn't like how it went from like realistic and how the book was passing. It went from realistic to more non-realistic. That's the only thing I didn't like.
Yeah, I understand. Well, and what's your favorite part of the book?
Well, my favorite part of the book was mostly when they were on the road to find the thief, like when they passed through different places. And that was mostly my favorite part because there were literally tons of adventures.
Yeah, well, my favorite part, I think, it was when it was created the same. For
The team was
example,
created?
yeah. For example, as a crime-solving team, that each character has a different role in the team. Like I really like the idea of how each one has a role that makes them together a good team.
Yeah, like each person has something that the other one doesn't have. Like,
Yes.
I know, imagine someone has everything but doesn't have like the ability to read. Just let's say it as an example. But there's another person who can't do the previous things, but he can read. So joining themselves, they can help each other better.
Yes, in abilities, some has physical abilities, some have the technological or mental abilities. So yeah, I liked a lot of that
Or
part.
the agility.
Yes.
That's all its case, I think.
And how do you find that relation with school or with life?
Well, what is the values relation with the real life school?
Well, I think it has very important things like integrity, cooperation, teamwork, and some other things. Also respect, and how there are all people that have not passed good his life. It's really interesting how all have been integrated in this team.
And what emotions did the book bring you to? Like, what are the connections with characters or settings did it bring up to you?
Well, I really think I made some connection with the characters. I have had some experiences that I have seen. They have bullied friends and things like that. And when they change their school, it changes their life to a better way. So it brings me like uh, some good memories of how it changes, but also some sadness on how have been treated, but also happiness of how they could go forward and improving their daily life. Have you ever had some experiences just as Olive that you want to pass invisible or something like that?
Well, yeah. Once in like fourth grade, I had a friend group. Like they used to get bullied because they were, well, certainly strange to other people. But I don't think that way. I always wanted to disappear because I didn't like how they treated them, and I wanted to help them some way. But yeah, I think that was the most similar experience I had related to Olive and its friend group. But yeah,
That's so sad.
yeah, it is.
And what do you think about the main setting that is Rush?
Well, my main thoughts about Rash is I think it's a really good school that helps people develop its how do I call it, skills, and that's I think they should be more like that in real life. Like people that have talents and they don't really know they have them could just go there and make them be something they didn't know they could do and be a better person or have a new skill they can do. But that's basically my thoughts on Rash.
Yeah, I think also that it would be better if there's many schools like this in real life to develop skills. Maybe know that type of skills that are more like action,
Yeah,
athletic.
action skills or like activity skills.
Uh-huh. But maybe some entrepreneur skills or things that haven't gone to do like a normal school.
Yeah, like skills that could make you like rich or I don't know, more a wise person.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And for conclusion, what do you think about the book?
Well, and for conclusion, I think the book was a really nice story that had a really well development during the time we had reading it. It kept us entertaining and it had like really good characters and made people have connections with them. So I really think it was a really good book. I think the author did a great job. And well, yeah, that's my opinion. What do you think about it?
I have maybe not the same opinion. I really like the book, how Lisa G made the characters unique and Megan to develop each one itself. how it includes a real life story, a real life kind of story that also with a bit of fantasy, including the Rush, the Thief, and I think the Misfits, a Royal Conundrum, was a really interesting book that has humor that also have some action for it to be more entertaining. Yeah. So yeah, that's my opinion. I think the Misfits is a great book that made us feel very good reading it. And remember, always try to read more. So buy the Misfits a roll condom for a better entertaining.